Alright, hello guys. I just wanted to quickly make this because I know I promised the OC video quite a while ago. So I'm gonna quickly go ahead and give you the OC video. So we're gonna start off with Static, who was my very first OC. And I conceptualized him in 2020. Now Static has actually gone through quite a lot of lore changes. So first of all, Static was not always going to be a Jolteon. In fact, I decided for him to be a Jolteon in 2020 at the last second because I really wanted a Jolteon OC and I just felt like turning Static into a Jolteon OC. So originally he was going to be a completely different Pokemon. He is actually originally going to be a Pikachu OC. But eventually I decided to choose Jolteon because, I don't know, I just didn't really feel like making a Pikachu OC and I feel like there are just too many Pikachu OCs. So that's why he's a Jolteon now. So that's Static. Then we have Aegon the Emolga, who I also conceptualized in 2020. As you can see, her name was going to be Iris. However, I changed it to Aegon at the last second because I felt like, she's a flying squirrel. Emolga is based on flying squirrel, so, Aegon just makes sense. Also, it's a lot cuter than Iris. So yeah, that's a little bit about her. We have Snowflake, who was conceptualized in 2021, who, by the way, is canonically Static's current girlfriend. So yes, there are actually ships, and Static and Snowflake is a ship. So if you guys wanted to know, so if you guys were wondering, are there actually any ships in my OC canon? Yeah, there are. Static Snowflake is one of those ships. So she is currently Static's girlfriend. A little bit of backstory about them. The two of them actually met in Lumio City in the Kalos region in a cafe, and ever since then they've just been dating. And yeah, kind of wholesome. Then we have Eve the Eevee, who was conceptualized in 2021 and recently designed in 2025, I believe. Originally, she was just going to be a regular Eevee with a pink tuft of fur around her neck. Before I decided to add all the other bits. Now, of course, she kind of looks a little bit extreme, and I can understand if some people are going to be in the comments and saying that Eve looks really terrible. Like, if you want to, don't hate on it, but I can understand if you guys go in the comments and are like, okay, yeah, but that looks like, I'll understand if you guys say it's terrible because it kind of does look a little extreme. I do have a little bit of an explanation as to why Eve looks like this. Now, why does Eve have all of this going on, like the heart, the blush, everything? Well, the thing with Eve is actually she basically grew up around a bunch of different Pokemon. Mainly, actually grew up around Salazzle. One of her actual earliest friends was actually a female Salandit, who evolved into a Salazzle, and then Salazzle taught her everything she used to know. So yeah, she's a little bit of a, she's a little bit like, she's not your typical Eevee, basically. She basically learned everything from Salazzle. Unfortunately, Salazzle isn't here because I haven't actually designed Salazzle's design yet, but the Salazzle OC will be coming very shortly. So there you go. Then we have Pon Pon the Ogerpon, who was also conceptualized in 2022. Sorry, I don't know why I said 2021. Because Skull and Bones didn't come out until 2022, 2023, right? Hold on. Yeah, they didn't come out until 2022, and the DLC didn't come out until 2023. I don't know why I wrote 2021. Sorry, I was a little bit tired and I was just trying to quickly do a date. That's supposed to say 2023. Sorry, I kind of rushed this one a little bit. Just pretend that says 2023, okay? Then we have Miral, the Espeon, who was also conceptualized in 2023. Yeah, not really much to say about her. Then you got Alita, the Jolteon, Stag's older. Well, I said sister. What I meant to say is like cousin. Like, she's basically like a big sister, but like also his cousin. Like, she acts like his big sister, but she's actually his cousin. Does that make sense? His actual biological siblings are Flame the Flareon and Aqua the Vaporeon. Unfortunately, I haven't finalized Flame and Aqua's designs yet, so they will not be featured here, unfortunately. Then we have Cindy, the Cinderace, who was conceptualized in 2023. And if you're wondering, and she basically does look like that. She also does have a regular Cinderace design. But most of the time she wears her Showtime outfit. She's actually good friends with a Meowscarada OC that I have. However, I haven't finalized Meowscarada's design yet, so she's not going to be featured here. When I finalize the other designs, they will be featured, but not in this video. I'm just showing you all of the ones that I've finalized for now. Then we have Strike, who was conceptualized in 2023. And back then he was just a regular Scorbunny until 2025-2026 this year, when I decided to give him the color his current color scheme. So yeah, not really much about him, to be honest. The only other tidbit I would probably say is that he is related to Cindy, as he is Cindy's little brother. And that's literally about it. Then we have Marsha the Marshadow, who is conceptualized in 2024. She's basically a regular Marshadow outside of her eyes and thing. She's basically a lot less of the dark type, a lot more of the psychic type, and she actually has like a lot more psychic powers. So you can actually, within my OC lore, one cool thing about her is that she actually canonically has foresight, so she can see the future. She can tell people she can tell the future. She can predict the future. So that's actually kind of cool. So that's Marsha. Then we have Missy, the Missing No, conception in 2020. There wasn't really much I could do for her. She's basically like a Missing No, but like, I don't know. I don't know. This was back when I was like crazy about Pokemon glitches and everything, so I decided to make a Missing No OC. So Missy is just there to be Missy, I guess. There's not really much about her. Then we have Abyss, the Giratina, who was conceptualized in 2022, and this Giratina is canonically female in my OC lore, is actually friends with Static. Now this isn't she's actually friends with Static. And actually, I forgot to say this about Static. And that is because that he's actually friends with quite a few legendary Pokemon. I don't know why. I guess I don't know. Well, now look back at it, it does kind of make Static look a little bit too OP, like, oh my god, he's actually, like, friends with a bunch of legendary Pokemon, but, like, I just thought it was cool at the time, so yeah. He's really good friends with Abyss. And as you know in my Sealord, there's also Despair and Muerto, who are Static's inner demons. And basically, Despair and Muerto are actually, basically, they're able to materialize at any given time. So basically, yeah, he's friends with Abyss. Static is friends with Abyss. They met in the Distortion world, and I don't know, that's really about it. That's all I have to say about this. Then we have Telshunk, the Zoroark. And as you can see, he was conceptualized in 2022. And fun fact, his name is actually German for illusion or deception. He's actually one of the villains in my OC lore. Then we have Midnight, who was conceptualized in 2023. And as you can see, fun fact, she was originally going to be a Lycanroc, but I changed her to Umbreon instead because I needed an Umbreon OC, and I didn't really want to make a Lycanroc OC. Will I make a Lycanroc OC? Maybe. Has she been finished yet? No. So, yeah, I probably will come out with my Lycanroc OC eventually, but right now we've got Midnight the Umbreon. And finally, we've got Mira the Sylveon. Sorry, I'm incredibly tired this morning. Mira the Sylveon, who was conceptualized this year, 2026. I actually conceptualized her back in January of this year, and I just finished her design basically around last month in May. And this is basically her design. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know, do you like the OC designs? And let me know if you want to see me but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know which of my OCs was your favorite, and which one do you want to see more of? Let me know in the comments below. If you have any other questions, let me know. And as always, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And yeah, have a wonderful day. Also, quick little tidbit about my OCs. Here you can see them with their canon sexualities. I've only finalized 3 of them. I will let you know about the rest of them when we go through. But here's just a few of them. So as you can see, Stag is bisexual. Snowflake is also bisexual. And Mira is a lesbian. So yeah. I hope you guys, yeah. So yeah. That's their sexuality.